Good morning, everyone. My name is Helena Nadd. I'm the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, and we are really excited to be doing Masterclass for Clubhouse. I'm going to introduce you to our panel. We have Mark Jaffe. He's the CEO of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. And also we have Vince Scortino. He is from Waterfront Pro Forma, and he is a very active member of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. Vin, put your information in the chat. We greatly appreciate it so people can do business with you. Also, we have Drew Berman, who is going to be leading this master class on Clubhouse. So we have a lot of attendees right now. Put your information in the chat. And most of all, put your questions in the chat so we can have Drew answer the questions after his presentation. So we have a lot of information to go to right now. So right now, I'm going to turn it over to Drew so we can get it going. Thank you, Drew.
Oh, my pleasure, and so happy to be here. Helena, I really love what you're doing with the Chamber. It's extraordinary how you help businesses grow and by making introductions and connections. And I'm just here to kind of have a casual chat about what I think is, and many think is, the hottest new app going. And just curious from the chat, I'd love this to be participatory so that we can serve you. Who's never heard of Clubhouse before? Just type the number 1. You don't even have an account. You're brand new. You don't know anything about it. You just want an overview. I'm going to give you some basics. Okay, we got a couple ones there. So some people don't even know what it is. I'm going to give you some basics around Clubhouse, what it is, why there's a buzz about it. Then we'll get into some strategies to utilize the platform, and then we'll do some Q&A, and then we'll save some time for some tips and tricks about maximizing your presence on the platform. Clubhouse, what is it? If you know what Clubhouse is, if you're already actively engaged, leave a comment in that you're loving Clubhouse and ask your questions. We're going to answer them throughout. A lot of us saw the explosion of Facebook, but we don't even remember that because it happened early 2000s. If you want a history lesson, go watch the Social Network, and that was where it got started. But then what we saw, Instagram explode, TikTok explode, and now Clubhouse is hot. Now, about 18 months ago, I was at an event with Gary Vee, and he said, do whatever it takes, get on TikTok. And I started filming myself on TikTok, and my son, who was 15, was making fun of me. And here I am listening to a multi-million-dollar trainer coach about doing TikTok, and my son making fun of me because he didn't like my facial expressions on my TikTok videos, and it took me out of the game. And I remember that regretfully. And then Clubhouse landed, and I thought, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm not going to miss this wave. So Clubhouse is an app. It's a social media app designed to create connections, to grow your influence, to grow your sphere of connections, to get educated. And just so you know a little bit about me, my name is Drew Berman. I've been a member of the Chamber for quite some time. I've been actively engaged. Vin is one of my friends and business partners. I wrote a book called Be a Success Maverick. We have our 3rd version coming out this late spring. And I'm a social media junkie and marketer guy. And now there's 5 or 7 different platforms. So Clubhouse is a way that can glue all of your platforms together. It's audio only. It's currently iPhone only. Now you do need an invite currently to get access to it. If you have an iPhone, and if you are a member of the Chamber of Commerce, send in your chat that you want an invite, and between me and Helena and Vin, we will get you one. If it doesn't happen today, we will work on getting you one. So it's first come, first serve. There's only a limited amount. And this is not to create any type of scarcity with you. This is actually legit. This is how it is currently working. And get yourself an invite. Now, audio app. Here's how it works. Pre-COVID, Vin and I met at a networking event. The Chamber had pre-COVID networking events where you can go into a room or a hotel or a restaurant or someone's place of business and you can meet people. Some go and meet people and connect and create relationships. Some just go to learn. Some go to create business. Well, that's how Clubhouse works, but it works via app. Now, it works only from the iPhone, and some people like it because it's voice only, meaning it's very conversational. So let's take what we're doing right now, which is Zoom. I'm in presentation mode, and some of you feel like you can connect with me, but we're not having a dialogue. With the app, there's a lot of people who feel very uncomfortable with video. Now look how professional Helena looks. Look how professional it looks. Helena's got a nice background. Finn's got a professional background. It's neat in his background. Helena's got some branding there with the Chamber of Commerce. None of that exists on Clubhouse. It's kind of a big room. All you have is your little picture and your bio. Now it's great for networking. It's great for connecting. It's great for growing your sphere of influence. But if you really want to take it to another level, you have probably 6 to 18 months right now where millions of people are migrating towards this app. The numbers are crazy. There were like 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 a year ago today. It launched kind of a year ago, February, March, give or take. Ramp up in January, and in January, there were 1 million downloads. In February, there were 2.5 million downloads. In March, it's even more than that. So thousands and thousands and thousands of people and millions are migrating to this space. So I'm going to show the screen and share with you some stuff. So let's just go through some of the, by the way, most people only retain a certain amount of information. Helena's going to send you this. This is being videotaped. If you want a private one-on-one with me, I will do a social media audit for you. I will help you write your bio. I will do a Clubhouse overview for you one-on-one. If you go to callwithdrew.com, all it is just goes right to my calendar, and then I'll start the conversation with how can I make your day more wonderful. So Vin, can you just put that in the chat for me? All right, so let me look at some of the questions. Debbie added to the phone but knows nothing about it. Okay, Melinda just started. Okay, great. You have Clubhouse but only through your iPad, because right now Clubhouse is only for iPhones, not Android, which is a bummer. That's true. Shireen, I have Clubhouse but only through my iPad. Clubhouse is only for iPhones. That's correct. Some reports say that Clubhouse steals your contacts from your phone. Could you comment on the validity of this? Okay, Brad, I don't know. I mean, listen, the government got really involved with TikTok over the last couple months ago with the Chinese running it. I don't know stuff about that. I'm a trusting guy. I like Zuckerberg. I like Facebook. I like Instagram. Clubhouse is an app. And yes, everything on your phone has your information. So I'm just assuming they're doing good things with that, but do your own research, of course. Let's see. Ellie would like, Ellie's here, only iPhone. I'd love an invite. So make a list. Nikki would like an invite. She's first. Irving would like an invite.
I have a list, and they have to email helena@chamber.nyc. So
Great.
we have it on there.
Okay, great. All right. So as soon as Helena runs out of invites, she'll reach out to me and Vin. And Vin wrote callwithdrew.com. That's my calendar, and I will do a complete and total social media audit for you, starting with with Clubhouse. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. Terrific. So this is a snapshot of my Clubhouse. You get a little icon here on the top left, so make sure you have a good picture. And when you can see everyone's picture, so this is a screenshot of inside Clubhouse. This is a calendar of upcoming events. Okay, so it's an algorithm that follows your interests. Okay, so here's my picture. Here's a couple programs that are coming up. One's about wellness, one's about automation marketing, one's about how to pitch venture capitalist versus angel investor. So whatever you can think about is in Clubhouse. There's clubs, there's groups on most topics. The way to maximize this is you get to actually pick a couple topics that you're interested in. I always recommend a couple for business and a couple for personal.
Hold on, Drew. Drew, I think you're on it. I don't know if you're on there's no picture. We just see the 7 pro tips. Is that the one you want to be on?
See that? You see my 7 pro tips?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So here's 7 pro tips. And I will send this to you for free so that you can have it. Just ask for it in the chat and we will get this out to you. So let's start with the bottom first, the purple in the bottom. The secret sauce formula to this is SDCSMEPPI, social digital currency. You're creating an opportunity to vastly grow your network. Some of you are geographically bound to only New York or tri-state area, and some of you can service the whole country. Even though this is with the Chamber of Commerce, some of you want to use this as a social app, and some of you want to use this as a business app. I'm going to show you how to do both. But you're going to create social media engagement, and you're going to connect with people of personal interest. So step 1, it links to Instagram and Twitter. So you get a bio on your page. Your bio talks a little bit about you. I will show you how to create a professional bio that converts. Your bio is important because that's what people get to read when you're connecting with them. So make sure you're linked up to Instagram so that can speed up your networking ability. While you're on Clubhouse, you can call a call to action could be, hit me up on Instagram. You can actually, from the app, click on Instagram and it goes right to your Instagram page where you can create a dialogue. People like this app because you don't have to have a social background, a visual background. You don't have to prep. You don't have to be at your computer. You can be out and about. You can pop in and listen to a conversation. Imagine being at a hotel and you're walking down a hallway and there's a room about Oprah Winfrey, and there's a room about gardening, and there's a room about marketing, and there's a room about success, and there's a room about baseball. You can walk into any of those rooms and just listen. You might be engaged in conversation. There might be 3 people in a room. There might be 300 people in a room. What is a room? A room is where you click and enter, kind of like what we're in now. This is a private conversation. It's hosted by the Chamber. We could do something like this on Clubhouse. No video, just audio, but it'll remind a lot of us of just having a conversation. So some people are so intimidated by video because you feel like you have to present, you feel you have to be presentable. I had to write Clubhouse training on my whiteboard, but on the audio only, it's just like having a phone call with a lot of people, like the old school 90s kind of party line. But you can plan and prep what you get involved in. Any top questions, Vin or Helena?
Yes. What does reset the room mean and the purpose? Someone, Melinda wants to know.
Got it. So resetting the room is when the host, can you see that? Can you see Helena's Clubhouse?
No, we don't see it. We only see that. That's why I was asking the 7 Pro trips. That's all we're seeing. So you got to.
Still see the 7 Pro trips?
Yep.
Okay. Now do you see Helena's Clubhouse link?
There we go.
Okay,
so for everyone, that when you create, first of all, you have to have an invite to get on. Number 2 is you create, the number 2 thing that Drew was saying is you need to create your bio. And Drew, can you go back to my bio or go to your bio? It doesn't matter. So I chose my name, but you can have a picture of yourself, or I chose the chamber logo because I want to promote the chamber. I explained that I'm the executive director with the Greater New York Chamber. Drew can critique this because I'm new to Clubhouse. I talk about the chamber. I put in keywords that if someone is, searching on Clubhouse for networking or for international or the word mentoring or PPP information, hopefully it will come to my information. And then I also put in the Greater New York Chamber, the email, and the website. Someone also asked, what is the software to link to Instagram? It automatically links to your Instagram, correct, Drew?
Well, it automatically gives you the option to
yes.
add your link to Twitter here and Instagram here. So there's no wrong way to do a bio, but there's a good, better, best way to do a bio. What I would recommend for Helena's bio is I would do a little bit more bullet points rather than paragraph, because you want to catch people's eyes. I would use a couple emojis. So here's my bio here. So I chose picture. Helena chose brand. Both are okay. I have my @ symbol here. This is how many followers I have and how many I'm following. I start with what I want people to see right on the top is I want people to talk to me. I want to connect. So I have some emojis, book a free strategy call, callwithdrew.com. You want more fun, more leads, more success, and want more money? Book a call for a free training on prospecting and recruiting. Go to lawofaffluence.com. And I don't have a Twitter. I am a member of these clubs down here. And this links directly to my Instagram. So back to.
Wait, someone has a question. Can you show slowly how to connect your IG or Twitter to Clubhouse? They're having trouble with that. Is there
no, that will be in a follow-up call, because that's actually pretty simple. Basically when you're setting up your bio,
Yep.
it'll give you the options to create any links that you want to add it to. And it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's in your bio. When go back to your bio, and when you're filling it out, it walks you right through it.
If you already have Clubhouse and you're already on,
go to your.
Follow me, follow Vin, follow Helena and the Chamber, because we tend to teach on leadership, marketing, skill development, networking. So if you like those kind of topics, follow us. And then when you click follow, click the little bell. And you can prioritize how often you see their link. So if you click this bell right here, I'm following the chamber. If you click the bell, it'll give you options of how often you want to see their posts. So I encourage you to click often for both me and Helena. Can you see my, what do you see now?
The 7 pro trips.
Perfect. Okay, so step one, link up to Instagram. Step 2, add and contribute. So you want to do this everywhere on social media. That's kind of a high-end tip. Don't sell, add value. Contribute more than you consume. Write that down as a golden nugget for you and your business. This not only works for Clubhouse, this works across the board in social media. And to be quite honest, it's what Helena teaches organically. Folks, if you're networking at the chamber, yes, we want you to exchange business cards, but we don't want you to sell. We want you to add value, contribute, share something you know, always show up with gratitude. Now, when you're entering someone else's room, treat it like you're entering someone's living room. Use please and thank you. Use thank you for allowing me to, someone could give you the microphone in a private room, which will give you the opportunity to speak. When you give the opportunity to speak in someone else's room, it's not your stage to pitch. It's not your stage to sell. It's your stage to add value. It's your stage to contribute. It's your stage to have gratitude for someone welcoming you up to stage. And they say stage, literally meaning, imagine walking into a hotel room and it doesn't matter if there's 3 or 15 or 400 people. If Vin walked into my stage and I had the mic and I was standing on stage and Vin walked in, I would say something like, oh, here's Vin. He's awesome. I'm so glad he's here. Hey, Vin, what are you working on these days? What's exciting and new for you? He would take the mic and he'd say, thanks, Drew, for having me. I always love how much you contribute here. I've been working on some really great things. I just came back from a leadership conference and I learned 3 strategies. Happy to share. Anyone want to connect? And that's how you engage. One person can talk at a time, but 2 people can have a dialogue. Multiple people can have the microphone, but the moderator and the host control it. So rule number 3.
Drew, when you're explaining that, so the way that it works is there on the bottom of the app, it allows you, the host allows you to speak. It's not like you can just automatically speak, correct?
Yeah, so there's a microphone icon in the app. The moderator can give someone the microphone. Someone in the audience can raise their hand and be the opportunity to speak. So in this particular Zoom that we're in, Helena is moderating it. Someone has a question, they'll put it in the chat, and then it takes time for Helena or Vin or me, and we're all working together to read the chat and respond. In the app, you can raise your hand. When you raise your hand in a room, this is what a room looks like. So in this particular room right here, the ones on top are the ones that are moderating it. This is their picture, so I know who they are. This is the title of the room. If I were to click on it, I would be taken into a room, and the room, I'll get a picture of what the room looks like. But I want to go back to giving you the high level tips, because these 7 tips, and I'm going to send this to you so you can have it, but these 7 tips will really help you if you're brand new. And if you're already seasoned, it will help you maximize your time in Clubhouse.
And I want to emphasize something that Drew is talking about, because I have been hearing this from multiple, all around sources. The Clubhouse is a good, it's not there for you to pitch and sell. They kind of, it's more for information. making that connection and making a connection on the side through your Instagram or your email. But they really, if you're going into a room and you have the opportunity to speak, like Drew said, be professional, be nice, but don't sit there and say, hi, I'm Helena Nat with the Greater New York Chamber, and you should be a member of the Chamber. They are really not looking for that, and they just want, it's an engagement. It really is an engagement of information. And just be aware of that, because a lot of people who are new to it think it's like a pro sales tool, which it could be, but they're very sensitive. People in some rooms are very sensitive to that.
And Helena, just to add on that real quick, I follow obviously Drew. I'll get pinged. Drew's in a room. I jump into that room, and then when he wants me to come in and start speaking, then he'll bring me up. And when he's doing it, and then again, everything that was just mentioned, you answer the question appropriately, and then you put yourself on mute, and that's it. And then you get the ongoing instruction of the room.
Now, Vin, you mentioned let's talk about the ping. So do you have to have the app open to be pinged, or how does that work? Like are you on to get pinged, or you could be on your cell phone right now, and if your app isn't open, do you get notification? Right.
Drew, I mean, that's a lot of times I'm not always there, but I'll see a ping on it, and then I'll jump into the room. I'll open up.
How do you see? So you can clarify. So do you get a text, or people are asking me this right now?
So you will get a text. So you can set your notifications on so that you teach the app how to communicate with you that serves you. So what the big picture is, folks, A, you could participate on this hypergrowth. B, you could truly become an expert in any area by interacting in a room with an interest that you tell it to. So it's very different. Someone wrote, finding investors for Broadway shows. Perfect. You're going to create a crazy good bio. And I will teach you how to create a crazy good bio that sells. So let's just go through the 7 pro tips real quick. Link it to Instagram, add and contribute, have fun. Show big love to the moderator. You can see how Helena does it naturally. I'm uplifting her at the chamber. She's uplifting me as an expert. I can't say I'm an expert, but Helena can say I'm an expert. Helena can't say how great she is. I can say how great she is. So show big love to the moderator. This is key. This is what's going to allow you more connections. You get to learn from the moderators. A great way to contribute to the moderator is to follow them. Send them a DM on Instagram telling them that you liked their room, that you were really enjoying what they taught, and reach out to them on Instagram. Have a crazy good bio. Very, very, very key for Clubhouse. Make it fun, make it you, bring out your personality, use emojis big time. Have a great picture that represents you well. And you can check out my bio as an example, or Helena's bio as an example. And Teresa says she's liking this. That's awesome. So 6, promote your business. So this is a digital, ongoing, virtual business card. Okay. You want to promote with class. Don't be pushy. If you have a free giveaway, promote it. I have a free giveaway. I have a training that helps people with prospecting and recruiting that gets unlimited leads. I talk about going to thelawofaffluence.com. It's right in my bio. I give away a free consultation, callwithdrew.com. It goes right to my calendar. I talk about that in my bio. I talk about that on stage when I'm in a Clubhouse, and I talk about it here when I'm on Zoom. I'm not selling you my product or service. I'm telling you I can help you write a killer bio. Just go to callwithdrew.com. In that conversation, we will engage and maybe we can support each other. That's
okay.
how you
Oh, sorry about that, Drew. So for example, you were talking about Teresa. So Teresa, she just put her information in the chat, Homes by Teresa. I went on my Clubhouse. I did a search for Homes by Teresa, and I went to follow her, like Drew said, hit the follow, and then also hit the bell button. And it gives you the opportunity as a drop-down box to, when Teresa is speaking, do I always want to know when she's, speaking? Sometimes when when she is speaking. So it does give you that option to do that.
Yeah.
So definitely, there's a lot of options there. If you have specifics, you could, like Drew said, you can reach out to him privately for that, or you can reach out to me, but I'll probably refer to Drew.
Awesome. And well, Teresa, I could see, so I just went to my followers. We got a couple followers here just from today. So I could see Brian follow me, Teresa follow me, Gregory follow me. Now I can click on any of them. So let me just I'm just going to give you a golden bomb about networking, folks, because Helene is a pro, but I'm going to just share with you how I network. Okay. I'm here hosting a Zoom to give value. Teresa is having good results from what I'm teaching. In another app, I see Teresa is now following me on Clubhouse. I'm clicking on Teresa's picture. I see her picture. So now I feel like I can connect with Teresa. I'm going to follow her, and she does not yet have her her Instagram, LinkedIn. So I cannot connect with Teresa right now. She can connect with me, but I can't yet connect with her. So I'm going to invite Teresa to send me a DM on Instagram, which she can do from the app on Clubhouse. You understand how this all works? See, in a Zoom presentation, what if you really wanted to connect with me or Vin or someone that you meet here? How do you, folks, we could do a whole masterclass on networking, but the truth is, how do you get a stranger to become a connection, to become a potential lead, to become a prospect, to potentially start doing some potentially business? That's what I'm really good at. That's my claim to fame. So just in the last few minutes, I got 3 more followers. So Melinda,
and don't forget to follow me at the Chamber of Commerce also, so I can include you guys too. So I will do the same.
Yeah, so make sure you always follow. So Helena is, remember, it's HELANA, right? Because sometimes I get it confused. You can type in New York Greater Chamber, and in the little search engine, you could see where Helena is. Click the bell, because what we've been talking about is really putting together some master classes for you. In fact, at 12 today, we're going to be hosting a networking event on Clubhouse, and you can actually join us and see how it works. My 7th tip is play big. This can literally be a game changer for you and your life. This is a new social digital currency. These are real connections. You can actually become an expert in your field if you do this the right way. Whether it's networking or advertising or real estate or print and paper or the chamber, you could actually create a whole new persona. You could be the expert in your field by learning this quickly and becoming an expert. This is the 6 degrees of separation. This is a place where you can shine. And a lot of people are loving this, folks, because they didn't like the video technology. As fast as Zoom went vertical, some people still hate Zoom. Some people don't like seeing themselves on camera. Some people are very nervous about what to say. So in our free consult, I can actually not only help you create a bio that sells and converts, but I can teach you some strategies so that you can crush it in your business. Because if this is your year, and you're ready to go from good to great, you can actually play big here on Clubhouse. And you want to get to 100 followers ASAP, then 1,000. I'm going to be at 1,000 with it by the end of the month. And then when you're the host, you can invite whoever you want. And this is where you can have your own voice. Resetting the room. That means you're reminding people what room they're in, why they're showing up, what they're going to learn, who they're going to be able to connect with, and what value they're going to get from being in the room. And that's another mega tip for you. You always want to add value to your ideal customer and client base. That's what's going to help you get more clients. It's the art of selling without selling, which is why I love the chamber so much. We show up to add value and to contribute to humanity. And then through relationships, you can potentially turn it into business or a referral source. And Clubhouse takes a minute to learn, a lifetime to master. These were some basics. We'll do some Q&A right now. Let's see, good day. So I was trying to add my interest and on my profile, but it did not come up on my profile. However, my account is less than 7 days. Is that why? Yeah, so, Clubhouse has some rules for new people. And we can go into all that. We can do a little bit more Q&A right now, but we just wanted to give you the kind of the basics. What screen are you seeing right now?
You're seeing my profile.
Your profile. Okay, perfect.
My old profile. I have a lot more followers now. Thank you everyone for following me and Drew. And don't forget to join us at 12 o'clock right after this.
So Helena, when I took this picture, had 29 followers. And now how many do you have?
Hold on, because I'm monitoring. I am up
Yes,
to 36.
Yeah.
So keep it going, people.
Yeah.
So, stars, Drew, by hitting the stars as well.
What's that?
You touch on the stars when you hit the stars.
The stars. Tell me what you're referring to.
Right to the right of following. So if you hit that and we're following you and you hit the bell, so you know about every time that you're on. And then the stars will also give access to people who are following you, correct?
So here I'm following the chamber. I see that she's following me. I can see that I'm following her. I can hit this button and see who else is following her. This is what looks like in kind of behind the scenes in your app. Who just signed up for Clubhouse? Do I want to follow them or not yet? Here are some rooms that are happening that I can join. Here's what happens when someone pings me. So this woman pinged me. I should join this rainbow room. I am talking with these people, morning magic. So I could just click in and enter that room. Here's a guy that I'm following, and he's helping men be men. So I'm following him, and I see every time he starts a room.
And when Drew says a room, that is a meeting for those who are just joining us and is at an entry level for Clubhouse. It's a meeting.
I would have your first 3 lines be very powerful, because when you click the 3 lines on the app, so if I click, I'm on the app right now, and if I click Vin, I go to Vin's page, I'm looking him up by name, I see him here, so when I click on his picture, I can only see the first couple words. So you want to, like for instance, if I go to Helena, all right, so I'm on Helena's. When I click on her profile, the only thing I can see is Executive Director of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, are the office, and then it says ... So I have to click it again to see her full profile. So if you go to mine, what do you see when you go to mine and you don't click on my whole profile? You just click on the top. I have my most powerful message right here on the top. Because what I
So
really,
when Drew, so I'm on yours right now. The only thing I see, and this is a good point because Drew just pointed it out to me what I am doing wrong on mine. What you see is 2 lines. So right now for Drew, I see CFO, Chief Fund Officer at the Mobile Maverick. He has a punch, just text, have it all to 6460. So that's where it cuts off. So that's so important. And now I need to change mine.
right, because in the app, you can only see the top of someone's profile. And you got to remember, it's kind of like a business card, or like all this is related. All your email marketing, all your brochures, all your social media, you want to be able to grab people's attention fastest. So the action step I want people to do when they find me is I want them to text have it all to 64600. When they do, they get my downloadable business card, they get a free training, and I have that at the top of my profile. If I got their attention and I want them to go deeper, then they could read my profile, which I talk about. And here's another mega bomb for you folks. I don't talk about what I sell or what I do. I talk about the benefit for my ideal client. My ideal client wants more leads, wants better prospects, wants targeted clients. So book a call. So I have an action step to drive people. So you want to have a powerful CTA, which is call to action. Then I have something funny. It's time to get off the struggle bus. I'm going to add, let's put you on the success train and let's get from setback to comeback. Still not talking about what I sell, because folks, just like when you're at a chamber event and you've all been there. Hi, my name is Bill. I sell insurance. Hi, my name is Susan. I sell real estate. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. There's still some people that go to everyone in the room and hand out their business card. We're going to teach some master networking for you to really win at this. This is when you click through. I have 6 invites. Remember I told you this is an invite only program right now. So I have 6 invites. When you click your profile, there's going to be an envelope up here that shows you how many invites you have. And right now I have 6. That means Helena is going to give you her invites if you're already in the chamber. As soon as she's out, Vin has some, and then I have some. So we think we have enough to get anyone who's here that wants to be in can get in.
And also I have to do a shout out, Deborah Dixon, who is actually, she has a room in a club, is very active with the chamber, and she's very strong on Clubhouse also. Someone asked, Drew, I don't know if you have the picture of the icon for Clubhouse, because someone has gone on to the App Store and there are 2 or 3 things that say Clubhouse, and it is just to answer you, it's the one with the gentleman with the cap looking to the left. So there we go. You just had it right there. So whoever, I just saw that in the chat. I'm just trying to think. What other questions can we ask? Or Drew, are you still going?
Yeah, so this is a room right here. This guy is the moderator. These are co-hosts or other moderators, and these are people in the audience. This is your microphone that you can click on and off, and that gives you the opportunity to speak.
Or you can raise your hand if someone is speaking and you want to speak or ask a question. There is an opportunity for you to raise your hand.
So we have a few minutes left. At 12, I scheduled.
And I just started it, Drew, so I have it open.
Oh, well then what'll happen is people will actually be able to join in while we are live on Zoom. So now what's happening? Did we get the reset question answered? Okay. So if you go into a room.
We're right now, if you guys are on, you can hear Drew. I'm going to just mute it, but you can hear Drew already right now through me. And the room is open right now for 12 o'clock to hear Drew and to meet Drew and myself if you guys want to join Drew, myself, and Vin.
And you want to mute out one of them because
The
otherwise
feedback.
you'll hear it feedback. So I would have, now Melinda wants to know how to reset the room. So when you reset the room, you put your finger on one of the speakers on top and you pull down, and that will do, it'll refresh the room. And when you refresh the room, it rearranges the pictures so you know who's a moderator, who's a host, and who's in the audience. And when you're working together with a team, that's why at noon, if you jump on, it's called Networking and the Chamber of Commerce. Me, myself, and Vin and Helena will be moderating the room. Now, what's cool about this is some of you are going to join that room and you're going to get to experience it. What's also cool about it is other people from around the country and around New York and around the tri-state area are going to join. So when Helena and I did a room the other day, we did it on the spot. We created a networking for success. And then she got all giddy and excited. She's like, oh, she's my friend. I know her. Let's bring her up. She's great. And then that becomes part of the flavor of this thing. This thing you can play jazz with. So Drew, how can I find a good club? There are so many, but could you perhaps provide some guidelines on what to search? Should we create our own club? So this is a great question, and it applies to all of social media. Now, here's what we can do if we do another master class. We could talk about, we'll do a social media audit for the chamber, because
just so you know, Drew, we will be having a follow-up on this. I'm just getting, I'm watching my emails and I'm watching the chat. People are really responding to this, so we will have a follow-up on that. Sorry about that, Drew.
Excellent, no worries. And while you're talking, Helena, mute out one of the two apps, either the Zoom or the Clubhouse. So for Teresa, now folks, I want to drop a bomb on you right now. I want you to write this down. Mark and Helena do this full time to serve you and grow your business. You should expect a PhD level type of education when you participate with the chamber. To answer Teresa's questions, Drew, how can I find a good club? There's so many, but could you perhaps provide some guidelines on what to search? Should we create our own club? We could spend a weekend webinar training people how to navigate through social media, because the Clubhouse is as big as Google and YouTube. So my recommendation is start with 5 topics, 2 or 3 around business, and 2 or 3 around something that you enjoy personal. So it would sound something like this. I'm looking at Teresa. She's in New York real estate. I would join a real estate club.
She's also active with BNI, so she should join the BNI. Teresa, there's a BNI club.
Those are 2 great places to start. Then I would do something about mindset on personal development. And then I would do something totally personal, horses and knitting. Okay. So this way you can join clubs that serve you, that you'll enjoy going to. And then it has algorithms that will follow you. So here's another ninja tip. Social media can be a key to the vault to improve your life and to grow your business and your leads. It could also be a time suck. So if you tell your spouse or your boss or your business partner or your subordinates that you were on social media working, if I check your social media, I want to see how many cat videos you were watching. In my business, social media means prospecting, but we teach you how to prospect without prospecting, how to create connections so that those connections can either be friends, what's wrong with that, Joint ventures, what's wrong with that? Clients, what's wrong with that? Or leads. And then we will teach you how to nurture those so that they turn into business. So to answer your question, Teresa, directly, the good clubs are the ones that you want to be part of. The good clubs are the ones where you either get value or you are able to give value. And within seconds, when you do this right, you can create relationships. And relationships are what help you grow your network, which help you grow your business. The key to this is because it's only voice, relationships can happen fast. And if you want some of these, you want to go deeper on some of these, you want us to do a Clubhouse bio write up for you, you want us to help you really maximize your time here, just go to callwithdrew.com. We'll do a full social media audit for you, compliments of the chamber.
Drew, this was so impressive. I think I'm just looking at the chat. Everyone loves this. We are just want to let you know, we are going to be doing a follow-up on this. And I think Drew just hit on it. Now that you're in Clubhouse, and if you want an invite, email me, helena@chamber.nyc. If you're a member of the chamber, that is going to be a benefit of being a member of the chamber. So if you're not, join the chamber. There's great other benefits of being a member, but this will be one. But following up with Drew, we are going to, now that you're in Clubhouse, how do you utilize it to turn it into business? So that will be the masterclass of the second follow-up of that in a couple of weeks. We might do that small business. We're celebrating Small Business Week in May. I think that would be, Drew, a great topic for that. And Vin will also be a part of that. So you guys, do you have any, we're going to try and be timely on this. Any more questions in the chat? Because at 12, for those who are on Clubhouse, join, you want to join our room. So with Drew, myself, Vin, and I also recognize a lot of people, other people. So please join us.
The name of the Clubhouse is Networking and the Chamber of Commerce. Melinda wants to know what's the room. So you can search name, my name, Drew Berman, Helena's name, Helena Nat, or you can type in Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, or you can go into the room and search, and the name of the room is called Networking and the Chamber of Commerce. In fact, this is what it looks like. Okay, no one's in yet because it starts at noon. So people who are following me and Helena will get a ping. And Helena and I are already in there as moderators. She started the room, so she's the top left moderator. Vin, when you join Vin so I can show everyone what it looks like.
We're live here, people. It's great. I love this.
Kenny sees it, he's in. So Kenny is going to be joining us on Clubhouse. Steve's got another Zoom, but he wants to join next session. And again, folks, listen, this was just an overview. I got it from January 26th to April, January, February, March, April. I got to 700, but now I know exactly what to do. I can help you starting from scratch, get to 1,000 followers in 90 days, for sure. And what does that mean? We can teach you on this next class. I mean, Helena, people don't know what to do with their Facebook friends, their Instagram likes, their YouTube followers. And here's a bomb, guys, as we end. You don't get paid by likes, comments, and followers. You get paid when you create relationships and people join you in business or they buy something from you. So we'll teach you how to go from followers to clients and how to identify your perfect client and then speak to your perfect client through your messaging on Clubhouse so that they buy more, they attend your events, and they become raving fans. That's one of the things you can do with Clubhouse. And think of what happened in the last couple of years with Instagram. Deca millions. You can actually create a following and a brand and a loyal customer base from Clubhouse.
So on that note, we are going to say thank you very much. This is being videotaped, so we should have it online at Chamber TV at www.chamber.nyc on our website. So take a look. You can always email myself at Helena, A-N-A, not E-N-A, at chamber.nyc, info@chamber.nyc, and of course, Drew, who has the knowledge behind this. So Drew, Vin, thank you so much for hosting this. We really appreciate it. And
Our pleasure. Mark, would you like to sign us off here? Would you want to say a couple words?
Helena said it all. I'm having some video communications, but May 6th, we're doing our National Small Business Week, and I think we're going to do a special session. This was great. I want to thank Drew, Helena, and Vin, and I better sign off. There's some work going on.
Okay. All right. We always want to hear from Mark, though.
And what I want to do as a gift for everyone, Helena, is send them that 7 steps so that they can have a reference guide moving forward. So all they have to do is either reach out to you or me, and we can send that to them for free.
perfect. So thank you guys so much. Drew, of course, thank you so much. Vin, thank you. And don't forget, if you guys have any questions, you're going to start getting emails. If you're new to our whoever is attending this is going to start getting invitations to our upcoming events. While I have everyone, this Friday at noon, if you have not applied for the PPP1, PPP2, shuttered venue, the RRF, Restaurant Revitalization Fund, we are talking about, there's a lot of money coming out for the shuttered venues and the restaurants. Join us 12 o'clock with the SBA, it's complimentary. If you want to network, for all the people that are on today, we have an online cocktail networking reception at 4 o'clock. If you're not a member, you can pay at the member rate because you are on this today. And those who are on there who are members, email me and you can get a complimentary cocktail reception networking for tomorrow at 4 o'clock. This is going to be online with video. It's not going to be through the Clubhouse. We will be doing a lot through the Clubhouse with the Chamber of Commerce and networking. We appreciate everyone being supportive of the Greater New York Chamber. We cannot put these on without your support. And thank you so much. We will see you 12 o'clock for those who are joining us at Clubhouse. Bye, everyone, and have a future good weekend.